Yeah, I don't care what kind of man, but I know you. You see, man. Say, I let you he one. I say,
You met me and I was laying next to him. And I jumped at him.
Well, how am I going to recognize you?
I'm not sure. They're coming. Tyrese is coming. He didn't come today or yesterday. Colvin won't be here because he was here yesterday. Him and Tanisha. And he had to do the talk tonight. So he won't be here today. Robert and Kathy are coming. Marcus should be pulling up in a little bit. Noya, I think should be coming. I believe she's coming back. Sammy's coming back. So everybody's gonna start pulling in. Junior said he was coming back today, so it's probably a little second after. It was slow yesterday too. When I first got here, there wasn't having people in there like that second hour. A lot of people. You act like you don't know who I am. You no, I know who you are. Yeah, you ain't think of. You know this forehead and this hairline. I thought you were in Vegas. I'm so happy you made it. But I thought you wasn't okay.
Yes.
I'm glad. Man. Yeah.
Hey, who was that? Sorry. I need somebody to come sit with me. I don't know who that is. The name. Who is that?
That's Junior.
That's Junior? Yeah. Man. Doing some crazy things now. So where y'all at now?
We're still with my parents.
On who?
On LinkedIn.
On where?
We'll get this together.
Yeah, I know. I said thank you.
No, we're getting this together.
We're getting it together.
He went to talk to my dad about it. Yeah. Very. They communicate together. That's a good night.
said one couple of seconds.
I didn't want to, but I had to.
I heard it. It showed you walking in and then me turn around. I was like, basically, it shows everything back out. Like, so you tell me. Oh,
That's what I thought too.
So tell me more about it. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, man. Hey, Kathy. I remember your name. You the only person I recognize. I swear. I didn't know my family. Hey,
You're at 22:27.
So one of each.
Yeah.
dead. Wait, go there. See now. Oh. I haven't seen that yet. Get back in.
You got a bathroom? Number one is
it's in plastic because it's like a format. Like I couldn't even do it too long, so I had to bring sorry for that. It's fine. We're not Jacob. She's like sitting out there saying, She feeling down with the
She's so pretty. And your hair's so long.
I'm rice. Rice is sleeping. Stuff like this. No, coming inside of business. She'll come in and go back in the car. You just not social. He's not boring. He only likes an eye, that's it. An eye? An eye. He's not. So what do you talk?
He's like that white.
He don't talk to me. You started though. Finally, she here. Wait. She lost one. Oh, I was wondering because they look like the boys are in the same writing. So like, I know they got to match. Got you a lot like this. The best one is like me.
I was there in hospital.
Tyrese. Huh? Is he holding up? No, I'm not no little person no more. Anyway, no, I heard about somebody just mentioned Tyrese and Junior. Oh yeah? Tyrese. Oh yeah, Tyrese and Junior. Oh yes, I remember, yes. Yeah. God, oh shoot. I got to start getting out the house more. Making some phone calls, right?
Are you coming to our house Saturday?
Hmm?
Are you coming to our house Saturday?
Saturday. Oh yeah. Oh, I'll be here. Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely I'll be here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad TJ called me. Yeah. But AJ said she can't look. She out there. She right there against the wall.
Oh. Is there a chair right there?
No. Laying, sitting down and squatting against the wall. On the phone and stuff like that. You know, the only person I recognized out of everybody was Kathy. And the only reason I remember her was Mitchell.
Well, I don't know who Mitchell is.
Somebody around with. That's Mitchell's ex-girlfriend. A long time ago. Kathy. I wonder if he's still alive. Well, he was doing ill when I saw him. He had a cane. I'd have asked her. Okay. Yeah. He used to sing. He had a good voice. Oh, he had a good voice. He was in a group. I don't know. That's so long ago. You come on 30 years ago. More than that, yeah, he's in a group. Yeah. Who is that guy? That's who? That's great. Oh, shoot. What are you doing?
Wait. like 5-6 years ago. That is such a delay. We sat down next to us for a weekend.
I'll brush over that. I found it out that I don't think we're different.
Oh, because it was.
My hair was curly.
Oh.
I didn't agree with her.
That's what I call a hood love. Had a laundry room. That's still a hood love story. That's what
Yeah, like me.
They come up.
No, they were
Trust me, that's what I get in the mail.
I don't care. I walked over to her and drink something. But
Just to get the information to put on there.
oh yeah, Tyrese just got here. Tyrese just got here, so I'm gonna say hi.
Yeah, we can talk about that this time.
No, for real. I'm glad
I'm gonna go to the car real quick.
She was like, oh, it's a And he was always so there, just like it made him so
Julia. Okay. Okay. Well, it's nice meeting you. My name is Julia. Everybody like this and
I'm bad. I was on
Thanks.
that's how we got our boys down to a 10.
That's who? Muffy.
Look, is this Muffy's son?
Make me feel better. Can you talk?
Not really.
Sound like me. Alright, you know what I mean? Cool. You really know that. Real quiet. You talking about like a mouth. You like it there? Oh, what's the name? Huh? You know what? I don't think I ever met the guy. Is he a tall guy?
We outside. He was put the table up.
That's him?
Yeah.
That's guy. Huh?
Nice.
I'm gonna talk to him. Who? Who's that?
That's Noy's daughter standing right there.
She used to stand at the corner, about to stand there. Walk away and get her out again. Her house is right there. Exactly. Right back and forth. Back and forth. Yeah, you know that's the bad part. That's the bad part. I didn't know that. I knew it was my family. And I said, I'm going over there.
I asked him, where was he? And he said, he had no idea.
Well, here you go.
Where were you?
I like it. Girl, every week I get up, just like this morning. I get up wrong way. Well, that's what I know right now. She's retired and still working. I got to do all the skills. So long. So you don't know we this soon.
Grandma, you were lucky.
But it's a long time. Yes.
Oh, I was terrible.
This is Brian. Brian birthed us and sweetheart, you too. Take care, Angela. All right, sweetheart. It done drizzled down to like, $29. Every time we sit, we going for $1.50. It's what it is. It's so many of them. You know, and the portion that we got was basically from there was they put it like in the bottom. They wasn't actually Yeah, that's the other list. It finally trickled down because right now, I think it's nothing like that big. Big up or I don't know the last time. They had trained everybody. So you still probably get an out check. That's what I got with you. Oh yeah, they can sit there. Yeah, they can sit there. Yeah, that's what I got. Just take out the West Coast. Oh, when they have it here, they put it in this. Oh, that's probably. I don't even read them. Oh, I got a special for the fit. Like this one, I was sitting up there. I don't know. Nobody was telling me. Because he's not working. And everybody else, that's involved. Those are good portion. It's so small. Get over there. Maybe you'll have the way they just have put it on. Yeah. Maybe you'll not have already now. Stop this.
Hey. Hi, Auntie Buffy.
Where's my phone?
It's right over there.
Come on, girls.
No, he's not.
All right. All right.
Don't touch her, don't run me down. Eat it. Six times. You did?
Amarian.
You with me? You with me?
I'm quiet.
Being quiet. I got
He ain't taller than me. I got these heels on, so not today. I don't think so. Oh, you made me cry.
You know who I am?
You know, put him in boxes. But he don't stop. I don't know what's making that. And I got that's especially guys. My great great
Hi, baby. Yeah, no, man, I think I'll move over and see if I can do that. I did. I guess I met everybody. I thought what's coming before we coming over here? No, is that one of them right there? Is that one right there? No, his brother. June. Oh, you came yesterday? Yeah, thanks.
And we came back from the hospital.
Hello. Okay. Hi, everybody. So for those that weren't here yesterday, we had the mic open for anybody that wanted to share some stories, say some final words in respect for grandma. For the younger generation that maybe hasn't heard some of the stories of the cousins and how we grew up and how grandma was with us. So the mic is open. Anybody that wants to come up. I don't want to call nobody out, but I'm looking at somebody right now. Come on, Tyrese. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Alright, come on, baby.
I do that.
I saw it in your eyes. I was just working on this booger right here.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kenny. I was married to Stephanie, and I knew Mildred when me and her, like that. But anyway, this person right here, she would do anything for anyone, anywhere. Her heart, she had a heart of gold, but she will be sorely missed. Everyone needs to know, just keep her in your heart and in your mind, and she'll live well within you. And I just want to say that I personally, she helped me out a lot sometimes. So I laugh with her and stuff like that. We had to like over to sit and be talking and just run off. I just like to look at her when she's doing her little knitting thing. She's just doing a knitting thing all of us. Yeah, and especially I tripped when I watched her when she was watching Spanish talking. I know she didn't know Spanish. But anyway, I went along and I said, okay, yeah, she do a little bit, I think, but she watched that a lot. But I don't know, she's a lovely person. She was a lovely person. It was my pleasure even just to know her. So, I just want to say that, and God bless everyone that's here, and those that are here yesterday, and just I want everybody to enjoy this day. This is a celebration. This is not, we will see her again. Not here, but up there, but we will see her.
And what did you call her all the time? She always said that. What did you call her?
Oh, my mother-in-law dear. And then even when me and Stephanie separated, I'm telling you, when me and Stephanie separated, we were like this. She had the key to my car. I go over there in the morning, every morning I go over there, have my cup of coffee, and I say, Stephanie, I got to have coffee and TV. So I went and bought a TV, so I can have my coffee and my TV. I love Stephanie. I love Stephanie. Have always. I mean, she's been my heart. Mother out there, she loved everyone. But now I will turn this mic over to somebody in a black suit right quick. Sir, there you go. Yeah, you can look over around, but it's up here. I done broke out there. I'm broke. You can go and say here. God bless everyone.
I don't have to move my couch. I'm sitting over here.
I ain't never been scared of a microphone. Everybody know that. That's my grandma, and I love my grandma. So I'm gonna just tell y'all a story. It was once upon a time where me and My mama was bumping heads. It was a long time ago. But the only person that was saving me was my grandfather. Just like all the rest of us. So a bunch of us know, like when we was trying to get away from our discipline, quote unquote, we was trying to run the grandma house. And that was the name of the game. So that was like my safe haven. When Stephanie left, I realized one of my safe havens was gone. Even though Tiffany's was still there. I love y'all dearly. The grandma house was my other safe haven. And now that she gone, it's like that. So I'm gonna miss you. I love you always. But she taught me a lot. She taught me that as sweet as you can be, you can also be stern. And you can also discipline those who need some discipline. Grandma will whoop your butt if you was tripping. I know. And you what she was. So that's all I got.
You did great, Daddy.
So I'll talk again, because I just want to piggyback on what Tyree said. Yesterday I said this, but as a family, how we were raised as cousins, we had a close bond. Angela shared a story about how I fell into the family, where my grandfather was actually Leroy's cousin, who actually talked him into moving out here from Shreveport, Louisiana. So our roots run really deep. But the bond that we had was that my cousins that are more so like my third, fourth, or fifth cousins were actually more like brothers and sisters to me because of how close we were. And even within that, because of how we were raised, we had extended family like Michelle and her mom and Siobhan, just because everybody looked out. We really lived in a time where it took a village. If we did something wrong, we got in trouble about 4 or 5 times before we made it home. And this woman would yell at you, fuss at you, and send you right on home if you done did something that you ain't had no business doing. And by the time you got home, you was like, please let this be over, but you ain't even, this is the beginning. So I just think that it's important for the younger generation to know that we come from a very strong bond. And unfortunately, the disadvantage that you guys have is that we're all spread out now. So I'm asking, although I don't have kids, my cousin, anytime that I come to California, they gonna see me because my cousins are my everything. But I'm asking that my cousins that are my age, we do better. We have about 3 elders left. Angela, Greg, and my mom. Sharon has gone, Stephanie has gone, and now Kathy has been gone.
No, Kathy here.
Oh, Kathy also. Duh, she's not here right now. But yeah, cousin Kathy. But now grandma's gone. So we need to step up so that our kids know how strong our bond is, so that we know how to come together and support each other despite whatever may be going on. We have a lot of people that's not here today, but we hold them dear in our hearts. So I just want to tell you guys that I love you. We're gonna do better. When we come out of town, we gonna do better, Tyrese. We're gonna start planning, we used to do a back to school thing every year. And even once when me and my mom and my sisters moved to Vegas, we were able the last time to come together and meet at a park and do that. And we're gonna try to start doing those things again because family is all we have. Tomorrow is not promised. So we gotta love on each other now, whether it's a group text, a message on Facebook, Instagram, we gotta love on each other. And I think that's the most important part of this situation is that we have to love on each other. I love y'all.
All right. Let me say this to you back here. And you make sure that you share and Siobhan and all their family come to you. They've been there the whole time.
Absolutely. Like I said, extended family.
Extended family.
We love you guys. Like my childhood memories, and like I said yesterday, my best memories, even during my darkest times as a kid, had y'all in it, had my cousins in it. If I didn't have my cousins, I don't know where I would be. I shouldn't be the woman that I am today. The things I went through as a kid and I experienced and I saw, they should have broke me. I should be the total opposite of what I am. Y'all all play a part. You know, because I'll encourage you in a heartbeat on social media. I always got your back. I'm always encouraging you to live your best life. And I'm the same way with my cousins. So you guys are definitely honorary part of our family. We love you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, how everybody doing?
All right.
Here you go. My name is Greg.
Hey, Greg.
This lady right here is my mother. I'm her oldest son. And we'll talk about a few things I was thinking. So we was raised down on the south end, basically below Colorado, down there in Valley, Dayton, Pasadena. And as kids, we raised down there. We got our little restaurants and stuff. So they decided to build a bachelor college or something. They said, "Oh, we got to move all y'all up out of here." And then my mama would work on there. And then, oh, we're going to build these apartments up there. A bunch of units. Leave all y'all apartments up there. I said, okay. So mom was always up there. Got our apartments got settled. But they did this all around. So now you got people from the east side, the west side, the north side, all moving in apartments. Now we gotta find out who's who and who's the baddest. So we almost had a fight every day. We had a little basketball court. We out there, that's when you get your scrap on. We had Henry James and his family and his family. I mean, I learned a lot. So we all figured who we gonna run with. And, oh, I'm gonna run with him. Oh, I'm gonna run with him. Michael, my brother. Oh, I'm gonna run with this guy. So at all that, we started learning bad and more bad things. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we can do this, man. Oh, yeah. Hey, can you get the keys to your mama car? We'll try. Come out there. I got the keys. Take the car. Get it started. Take a couple turns on the corners and stuff. Come back, park it. A couple nights later, we do it again. Now, we ain't put no gas in it, so everything's fine. And then mom said, wait a minute. Have you ever messed with my car? No, don't get that. Well, my gas is steadily going down when somebody messed with my car. So long story short, she found out. That's what the car was making it nice. Look up once. Like she does me good. Well, long story short, he was always there for us though. I mean, we getting a lot of trouble, but Mama was the one that we was like, oh no, just don't let Mama know. Daddy knows all he wants. Don't let Mama know. She gonna whoop us. So I still did my little mischief here. I think that is just something it is that I like. Experience over there. I remember one time I took my brother Michael to run around this fence right there. I said, the dog do it. I said, run around that fence right there. She had a dog do it again. And all this time in my mind, I'm looking at this fence and I have a piece of metal sticking out right here. I don't know why I'm thinking like that. He runs thing. Showing up. I'm looking at it like, get a bat in the box. Get this out, boy, y'all out there playing. All this time I'm thinking way back in the day. I knew that was going to happen. I told him to do it. So I said, man, something wrong with me. I don't know. Yeah, I said, I got to get a hold of this one. I got a little trouble here, there. Sometimes I don't speak on it, but then it took me a while later on in life to kind of really get myself together to the law. And do a little time here. They said, no, you're going to jail. And I still finally got all right. I said, you know what? This is give me the So I got this lady and halfway out. Doing all right. So I called myself taking her home. Probably 2 days, 3 days a week. Hey, excuse me, who is this? My girlfriend. Do she have a place to stay? Yeah, but right now, you know, she just be staying with me. You know, she's pregnant. So I'm gonna say, if y'all gonna stay here, y'all gotta be mad. I said, how do this? One day I said, you know what, I can try. I said, we gotta get married. She said, huh? I said, we gotta get married. So we ran away. And what we had to do, got married. Came on back, hey, mama. Got married. All right, don't think I've had everyone like this. But that's how my mama was. Like I said, I'm still with that lady today. It's been 23 years. She couldn't be here tonight because I got the dates mixed up, so she watched with her grandkids. But I just wanted to share that with you guys.
It's been what, 30-something years? Is it 30 years now? Did y'all get married? Y'all got married?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, because we was kids.
We was kids when y'all got
And I'm
married.
43.
Me and Rachel used to make grilled cheese and everything in that toast.
I'm 43.
Y'all have been like, it's been 30. It's been 30.
How old Amber is?
29?
Yeah, and that's what it's been. Yep, because actually it's 9, she's 9 years younger than me. Yep.
That's tight.
It's the same family.
We just saved your life.
Yeah. Just wait. But, that whole, it wasn't all peaches and creams as we moved in my mama's house. So we went through a rough time. You know, I took her through a rough time for another 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Finally, I said, you know what, I got to do right. So I just want to share that with you guys. My mom was in a better place. And we were in our hearts. Thank you.
Go to camera. Yeah, go to camera. Yeah,
I can't stand talking. I don't want to come up here because they keep calling me out. My grandmother to me was like most of us grandchildren. She was the sweetest woman I've ever known. And we could do no wrong. And we've all have stayed in her home before. We've all had our life. Something but her door to us. We needed her. She's been a second mother to many of us. And she was always offering that word of wisdom when we needed it. And it always resorted back to Jehovah. Make sure you pray, right? No matter what, you just make sure you say your prayers. You just make sure you know what's right. Ain't nothing out here in this world. You just make sure you keep serving Jehovah, and we always do. And I think in our own way, we find a way in our own way to do that. Whether we call him Jehovah, no matter what we call him, we all extended family members and family. We all have that sense of godly love and exist that we instill in our children, and they all know from a young age. They're exposed to it. We don't hide anything from them, and it all stems from her. So she came from Shreveport, Louisiana. I spoke to her mother, not to her mother, her sister, Aunt Ella, for about an hour this morning. I was trying to scramble to get this obituary going because I was like, I know who my grandmama parents are. And I said, I know Madeir, but who was her daddy? So she said that Madeir's real name was Frances. And I didn't know that, but her name was Frances Randall Coleman, and her dad's name was John. And they came from Shreveport, and they met. She met Leroy there in Shreveport, and that's where Stephanie and Sharon were born, in Shreveport, Louisiana. And they came here after Sharon and Stephanie were born, and then they had Greg and Michael out here. And she wanted me to share that with you guys, to let you guys know that our family in California, even though she has, I started counting, I said, how many people is out here, really, honestly? How many people? And I said, grandchildren and great-grandchildren. After I start counting, it's over 40. So we tend to think that we're a small family, but we're not. We tend to think that, but we're really not. And there's so many family members in Shreveport, cousins, Armanda and Corey that I know, and Janet, because I used to follow Grandma. She used to go visit Shreveport every year, and I said, I'm gonna go with you, Grandma. And my mom fortunately let me go. And I have really great memories. It's slower than California, but you know, it's a nice place, and we have a lot of family out there that extends way bigger than out here in California.
They have reunions.
They do have
Cousin Kathy goes all the time.
So we need to go.
Yeah, we need to go. We don't need an invite. Kathy said
I'm gonna tell you for them. Like I tell all y'all around here, I don't do invites to my house. If you coming, just call me and let me know you're coming. And that's what it is. That's your invite.
Cousin Kathy has all the information for the reunion.
Yes, Larry Coach is but you know what? They extend their love to Grandma, and she's the only one survived by our grandma. She's the only one that has 7 siblings. She had 3 brothers and 3 sisters. So how many of y'all know that? Just
I didn't know nothing that you just told us.
right? But there's so much more, and she used to tell us stories all the time because I was a lot like my daughter and mine. I used to sit back and just question Grandma all day. Grandma, you ever pick cotton? I did. She said, well, Auntie, we used to work for these white folks at their home, and she said I could earn school clothes if I go out there and pick cotton, but I was never no good at it. And they was real good at it, but I was never no good at it. And one time I got in trouble. I said, what happened? She said, well, I was supposed to be picking the cotton to earn extra good clothes. I was out there beating the cotton bushes with a stick. So she had these stories, and I said, oh, yeah. I was like, there was prejudice out there. No, they didn't mess with us. They messed with the people that lived up the hill. I said, what people that lived up the hill? Well, the black people that lived up the hill was the ones that wouldn't go along with how it was in the South. I said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, you know, if you wanted a job, you had to work for the white people. And if you go against them, you have to go live up the hill. So I said, you seen people who hung and stuff? She said, only the people up the hill. I said, so it was the ones that went against the grain. That pretty much was the ones that were being hung, and the ones that you read in the textbooks, because the textbooks. Yeah. So I asked my mom. Yeah, so she used to tell us these stories, and she said, no, I ain't never picked. I did it, but that was her experience, you know. of that. And I said, well, how was it? Did they used to call you names up there? She said, no, that was pretty good to us. We had a good family. I couldn't stand how every day I had to go to school with, she said, her biscuits and her sausage. She said something about biscuits and sausage. She had to go to school with every day. That's what she had to take to lunch, and she would walk to school. And so you were telling a story yesterday about walking to school that came from Shreveport. She was taught you're going to walk to school on your own with your lunch. And she taught us to be very independent at a very young age, 4 years old, 5 years old, and women are forced to be very strong, and even though you're scared, this is what you have to do. So it wasn't no fear instilled in us at a young age, and we kind of like learned how to stand on our own. So as our men, as much as we respect y'all, we do love you. But we've always had that instinct in the back of our mind, you stand on your own. You gotta, the world is a big world, but, the white man was the one that was the person to be afraid of, not your man, anybody else. So those are some of the stories that Grandma told. I asked her a lot of questions. And she tells me, why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me that? And I was like, well, I want to know. I wanted to know our history. And she shared a lot of our history. And she openly shared a lot. She didn't hide anything. Grandma wasn't about to hide anything. So.
Did you ever talk to Berna?
Berna on Facebook. And my experience for Aunt Berna Clay is I've learned from Mommy. You cannot call them that. You have to say Aunt Berna Clay. You have to call them Aunt Ella Pearl. So don't you pick up the phone and call her and not say that. Or it's disrespectful and to not say Aunt and Uncle and so on and so forth. But I did, and most of her posts were all about God, prayer, and it was all positive, always positive, and that's just who they were, just as a family back in Shreveport. And there's still a lot of cousins my age, your age. Armanda is one of them that I recall being out there with, going into Shreveport when she came out to California. Y'all probably remember when we lived in the water, she came out there and spent time with us. And she's very grown for her age. At the time, I used to listen to Power 106 and used to crank call. And it was like, it's a crank call. I said, Amanda, listen to this. It's so funny. She's like, that's not funny. Why are they messing with people at work? I said, it's funny. She said, no, it's not funny. I said, man, you raised by grown folks. You just raised by grown folks. But it's just different. It's just different out there. They don't have freeways that overlap. A bunch of trees, a bunch of open roads, and yeah, so I just wanted to just share that stuff because they are very open and they're watching. So you know, there's a camera back here. They're watching us, and they do want us to know that they are out there, that they very much want us to reach out to them and want us to know that they're here and supporting us. And with all these grandkids, the great-grandkids, there's many, 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 many more out that way. Many more of all ages that we can go visit anytime we want. And just like Grandma was and how Stephanie was, their doors always open, it's the same there. So, and they got properties and they're just passing it down, and they like, well, we don't know where this next one gonna go. But it's out there, so you guys should know that the U.S. is a big place, and it's not just California. I'm personally never leaving, just so you know, but it exists, and it's a good place to visit, you know, if you want a little slower pace or just to know a few other folks. I'll talk to her a good hour and a half just to figure out who exactly her brother. So she got a brother named Lee. She has Herman was the oldest. She was the second. The youngest brother, Charles. Right. Yeah, so you know. Brother named Charles.
What's their last name?
Okay, so get into that. It ranged because they went through different marriages. So some of them were random. But the maiden name of my dear Francis, you know what's funny? Aunt Ella Pearl did not want me to tell me my dear's real name. She said, even the people at church call her my dear. In 18. But if you must know, it's Francis. Frances Blackston was her maiden name. And then she was married and became Randall and then Coleman. So it's just a southern thing, I think. Blackston is the maiden name, so if you've ever trying to trace our family history in our tree, that's the route you go.
And Miss Francis that used to live right next door to Grandma, knew our family from back in Mexico also.
And I never knew that.
I know. That's why Miss Francis was always so dear to me, because she knew our family from Shreveport. So that was the tie, and that was the love that she had for us, because again, the roots are going to be.
Yeah, they do. It's a great thing, and I enjoy it. And I didn't know that. We're constantly learning, and I think as we ask questions, we're able to uncover more and more. So, you coming up here? Okay, come on up here. My niece, Aaliyah.
Say hi at least. You came this far, say hi.
Why don't you take that? Go on over there. It's kind of weird over here.
Hi, baby.
What's your name?
Is it your family? Come on. My name is Leah.
Hi, Leah.
I love my family very much. And I bless my grandma.
She always asks about you.
Even if she's not there for me, I know she is. Even if I can't see her. I love you very much. And I am the one who wanted COVID to stop.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. What else?
And it needs to stop right now.
Right.
And make the world a better place.
Right.
Without any COVID.
Yes, baby.
Without any masks. And so we can live a better life. And not be poor. And not be homeless.
That's right.
Everyone will have a home. Everyone will live. And everyone will have their own money that they need. Everyone will be there for each other. Even if they can't see each other. They'll always be there for each other.
How old are you?
And I'm 6 years old. And my birthday was May 24th. And everyone.
Okay, I'm listening.
And everyone knows that they can be there for each other.
That's right.
Even if everyone can't see each other, they'll still be there.
Yes.
Even if they're outside or inside.
Okay, that's enough, baby. Thank you so much.
For those that are watching, that's Tyrese's daughter. So just to wrap everything up, because we do have food outside, I just wanted to let you guys know, go get some food. I do want to say thank you to my cousin Muffy. She has been absolutely amazing during this whole process. She was up at 5 o'clock this morning trying to put together last minute the keepsakes that you guys have, the little postcard. And she was determined to make sure that although this is kind of our generation's first time kind of having our hands and the responsibility of doing this, she was determined to make sure that Grandma had everything that was worthy of her homegoing service. So I just want to tell my cousin that I absolutely love you and adore you. You know, I'm always here for you. We ran around all day, but she started at 5 o'clock in the morning because I wasn't up at 5 this morning. I'm the drinker in the family, so I was hungover. She started at 5. We're going to just be honest, but we made sure we pulled it together. So everybody, please go get your plates. We got to wrap it up around here and just remember to love on each other. Angela and Greg, we love you guys so much. And going forward, you know, we're going to be looking to you guys for all the wisdom and guidance. Mama, my mom wasn't able to be here, but she loved Mildred like another mother. So Mama, if you're watching, I love you. Kathy, we love you also. I'm going to kind of look into the information for the family reunions in Louisiana so that we can maybe try to plan to all go out there one year soon. And here's Angela.
I just want to thank everybody for coming, and now it's time for us to close. The cemetery is getting ready to close now, they said. And thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
How you doing, sir?